What up, y'all? It's your boy, Nemesis. Happy Halloween. Today's Halloween, or Samhain as the Wiccans and pagans of the world call it. Today is the day where the veil between the human world and the spirit world are at its thinnest. In olden times, parents used to dress kids up in ghost and monster costumes in order to disguise them and trick monsters and demons and ghosts away from their children. So today, I want to take this time out to give you a little bit of enlightenment as to why myself, am so dark and mysterious, as well as so fascinated when it comes to the paranormal. I hope you all will enjoy this bit of enlightenment. My first experience with the paranormal happened many years ago when I was still but a sophomore in high school. While talking on the phone with my ex-girlfriend at the time, I look outside of my kitchen window and see a woman in a blue, flowing, Victorian-style dress with blonde hair, brighter than that of the sun, walking across the driveway between the 3 trees that we had lining the parking lot of my apartment. So my ex was absolutely surprised that I had seen what I had seen, but it furthered my fascination with the afterlife. After that, we took a bunch of my friends and went on a amateur paranormal investigation at a nearby cemetery close to my ex's house. As soon as we get into the cemetery, all hell breaks loose. I've always believed myself to be a sensitive when it came to the paranormal, but my ex was that much more. She began holding on to me with both hands, as if trying to hold on for dear life, saying that spirits were coming out of their graves and telling us all to leave. We didn't leave. I wanted proof, and I still want proof. Fast forward to 2006. I moved to Ireland, the grand old Isle of Ireland, one of the most haunted countries, at least in my opinion. By this time in 2006, I was married. I had a daughter who tragically passed away the year prior. Now, this is all true. Everything in this video is true. It is what really happened. But we moved into this grandiose manor house built in the 1500s, 55 miles northwest of Dublin. This manor house had more of a dark paranormal history than I could have ever expected. and dark it was. We would hear disembodied voices, voices calling our names when no one was there. We would hear sounds, banging, footsteps, going up and down the corridor late at night, up the stairs when everyone was asleep. Bats mysteriously came into the house when all windows were closed. We would see mists and shadows pass by us and through our peripheral vision. But what startled me most was what I saw when I was at my most vulnerable. One day, I was in the shower. While washing my hair, I got a mental view of the room I was in. 2 doors across from me, one leading into a dressing room and the other into another bedroom. The door on the left stood a man in farmer's clothing, a white shirt, brown slacks, staring at me, slightly transparent. I quickly opened my eyes to see no one standing there. So I continue washing my hair, close my eyes, and once again I get a mental view of the room. The door to the left, where the old man had stood. There he stood again. This time something was different. So I look at him, gazing at me. And this time there was blood on his clothing. He began to shake, almost like a glitch. And then I opened my eyes once more to not see him in the room with me. So again I continue doing the same thing I have been doing now for about 20 minutes. But then again, the mental image of the room pops into my head as my eyes are closed. And there stands the man once more. This time, he turns and I see a gaping hole in the back of his head. This being the source of all the blood on his clothing. This hole must have been done by nothing but a gunshot. So I open my eyes violently, wipe the soap from my eyes and my brow, only to see there stood no one in that room. I begin calling for my wife, but she heard nothing. I continue taking my shower. At this point, I begin to hear growling of a dark, demonic kind coming from the other corner where the other door stood. Scratches on the glass of the shower began. All of a sudden, I hear a loud bang upon the glass of the shower I was in, and again another mental image of the room came over me. At this point, I see within my mind a demonic dog pressed up against the glass, scratching, trying to get at me from inside. I violently opened my eyes, and nothing was there. I then get out of the shower, running out of the bathroom to find my wife, to tell her the tale of what I had seen. I tell her what I had seen, the images that popped in my head. She quickly gasped and told me to tell her father what I had seen. I tell him the tale, word for word, detail for detail. He quickly says the story that I had not known until this very moment. The man I had seen was Old Man Kilroy, prior owner to the building, but committed suicide by the horse stable by none other than shotgun to the head, done by himself. He continues his story of one day a rabid dog came onto the Kilroy's property, and Old Man Kilroy went out and went up to this dog and snapped its neck with his bare hands. Is this coincidence? I think not. So this furthered my interest with the paranormal, the occult, and the afterlife. With this tale I have told you, and with the day that it is, I hope you now see why I am so interested in finding proof as to why this happens. Scientifically, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It is merely transferred. The human soul, the human body, is filled with energy. What happens to this energy when we die? It is transferred to the atmosphere, to the spirit world, to become that of a spirit. I since then have gone on many paranormal investigations and continue to do so, and plan on going on many more. In a previous video, I had told you all that I had gotten an invitation to do a paranormal investigation of the 3rd floor in Montauk Manor. I plan on taking them up on that invitation, and you are coming with me. So enjoy your Halloween, because it may be your last. But in all fairness, it is time for me to go hunt. I'm a little thirsty. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, kick that like button in the balls. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. This is Nemesis signing off, and I will holler back at you in the next video. I'm out. Halloween.